Hello guys and welcome back to another video. You guys are joining me at 3:56 a.m. on Wednesday. Um yeah, your boys were struggling to sleep and I think it would have been just for fun. You're gonna hear me stuttering a lot and me sounding quite tired because I've literally just woken up, woke up, brushed my teeth, took off my do-rag and just came downstairs and set up the camera. Because I said I want to show this side of business and I think it would just be fun to document it. I'm gonna still record it. Said it'll be fun. Said why not? You guys have joined me while I'm making my tea. So I'm gonna make my morning tea whilst talking. So yeah, I think that not even I think the main reason why I've woken up now because I am tired, but I don't feel tired. And I think it's because yesterday, which was Tuesday, which we'd have seen inside the last video, I bought a caramel latte because I was knackered through the day. And if you're not from the UK, you don't know what knackered means. It basically means I was tired through the day. Then obviously went to the gym now and I took a whole scoop of pre-workout. Now usually I don't do this. I usually take a half scoop. But because I was so tired, especially from playing basketball on Monday, which you also saw in the last video, it led me to be like, you know what? Why not? Let me take the full scoop. Big mistake because now it is 3:56 and when I tell you guys I'm not even struggling to sleep because of something. I think I'm just struggling to sleep because I'm just full up with so much energy and a little bit of anxiety, And the main reason why I say that is because today is the day when I'm gonna have two meetings later on. And obviously I'm a young guy, I'm ambitious, so I want to strive to do well. And I think I was talking to my manager about this at work. The way that I view things is that my body and my mind are like two separate entities. So my body will be going through things, but my mind won't go through it as well. Like for example, um, it's quite strange, isn't it? So my body may compute something as pain, but my mind won't. So my body will be reacting to something as if it's painful, but my mind will just be like nothing's going on. And the way that I see it is that with the current situation is that I feel like my body's reacting by maybe pushing out a little bit more anxiety, but also a little bit more of excitement for the fact that I'm going to have these two meetings because my mind is going towards this with the excitement and also because I like the challenge. I like the challenge of being able to jump into these meetings today and potentially land both of these clients. So literally all I've been dreaming about is every single potential and possible way of closing these people and thinking about different objections, past objections, how to combat those type of things. Because at the end of the day, business is not as beautiful and as cute as people make it seem. I'm literally here to just talk about the dark side of business right now. I've been in business for a while. For how many years now? I say about 6 years since I was 15. And one thing that I've learned, especially because one of my favorite games is chess, and I see the cross link between them. Business is not a game. No, no, no. It is a game, but it's not a cute game. So we see everybody showing how they go into the cafes, dressing well. And of course, this is all part of business as well. It's one of the upsides of it. But even right now, the fact that it's 4 a.m. and my mind just doesn't even know the difference between sleep and business. This is the truth about it. This is one of the sides of it. And when it comes to selling, for example, it's a psychological game. It's like a game of chess playing in real life. In chess, if you guys don't know about chess, all it takes is literally one bad move. You could be completely winning. I was playing chess with one of my friends and his younger brother on sometime last week. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. No, it was on Saturday. Yeah, last week Saturday. And he was playing. And I was completely winning until I saw a move in my mind, but I did not see two pieces, two moves that were blocking a specific position on the chessboard. Because this was one of the first times that we played classical chess, which was on the chessboard for a while. I'm quite used to playing online, and they're quite used to playing online, but I haven't played in so long that I didn't see those two pieces blocking off that file and blocking off that specific square. So I've made the move now, and I went from completely winning to losing, I think it was like 10, 15 pieces of material in one go. It was so horrible. Horrible. I lost that game because of that. And you can see business is the exact same way. All it takes is for you to say the wrong thing during a meeting, or do the wrong thing during a meeting, or do the wrong thing during a collab or something, and you've lost the potential client. Because it's a battle of psychology. You need to be able to win this strategic game. You got to say the right things at the right time, and make sure you don't even say the right things at the wrong time. Because sometimes you'll just come up at the wrong thing. Because even though it's the right thing to say, and you said it at the wrong time, it's now the wrong thing. And yeah, this is part of business, man. It's 4 a.m. My brain is running wild, currently solving. I think that's also part of the downside of being somebody who plays a lot of chess, because I constantly look at small situations, try to solve them. You can say this is like a hint of overthinking, but I think this is the good side of it, because I think it's better for me to have these thoughts than for me to not have these thoughts, because I have these thoughts, I can go into certain positions in life and certain situations in life well prepared, because I've already thought about the majority of things that could happen. And it's not really in the negative sense of, oh, like, oh, I'm going to be sitting there stressed out. I can't process what's going on. I have, I'm anxious to the gills. It's not really like that. It's more of, I'm thinking about the situations because I want to be prepared for the coming battle, because I know the battle's coming. The way that I see myself is literally every day is a battle's war. Um, and that's why see this throughout the channels, that I use terms like winning and losing. Like when I was sick, I kept saying to my friends, I'm losing, but I'll start winning soon. And they're thinking, what are you even talking about? What are you losing in? I just say I'm literally losing right now, but I will start winning, because me against that belly bug, I see it as a battle. And it was winning for the first couple of days, but now I'm winning because it's gone. So this is just the way I see things, and that's how life is, and that's how business is. I'm telling you, all the cute things we see online is part of it, but it's not the real truth. Like, I would love to be sleeping right now, but I am not. As I said before, once again, it's now 4:03. My phone has just turned on because the bedtime for my phone turns off at 4 a.m. So if I had a car, I'd be going on a late, like a night, a late to night drive right now. More like a early morning drive. I don't have a car, which is why I'm even more motivated to just go back upstairs and just start hustling. So what I'm gonna do after this, I've made my peppermint tea. I'm gonna try and stick off coffee for a bit, because yeah, the fact that I'm awake now is quite annoying. But I think it'll be good because I'll be able to get a lot of work done. I am going to, yeah, go back upstairs, study my Bible, pray, do my gratitude list, and literally I might just put my earphones in and just sit there and just do some work, crack out, maybe create, well, I'll definitely create some short form. That's on my to-do list for the day. I'm going to edit this last week Saturday's video, because I was supposed to edit it yesterday, but my AirDrop wasn't working when I was transferring the videos from my phone to my computer. I need to hurry up and get a camera. That'll make things a lot easier. And then I will prepare for the meetings, because yeah, I got James in literally 6 hours. But then yeah, I'll just get a lot of other things, small little bits and bobs done. Continue building out the Clinic Flow YouTube channel. I think by now I should have one post up there. Guys don't really need to watch it because it's not relevant. Well, it won't be relevant to you. I told that for free. Unless you own a dental or aesthetic clinic, it won't be relevant to you. But I'm currently studying people, or me and my business partner are studying some amazing people inside the niche to try and copy their style of content and obviously make it authentic to me. So obviously I'm going to be the one creating it, but copy the format that they've done and the work ethic they have and implement it onto our business channel. Because if we do that, oh, we will go so clear. Like, we are aiming to take this to the literal moon. Like I've said in the last video, like the confidence I have is by the end of quarter 3, me and my business partner will both be on 10K a month profit each, because I truly believe that. And I've said about this in the first video about my motto: with enough time and enough mistakes, I can master anything I put my mind towards. And I truly, genuinely believe that. And I think every single person who's listening to the sound of my voice right now should be able to believe that. And I think I'm no different to any other person. I'm not successful right now, if anything. In terms of my actual goal, yes, I'm so far from the success. But I think one of the best things that God has possibly allowed for me in my life is the fact that my limiting beliefs got destroyed quite early. The fact that I was able to make a lot of money when I was 19 allowed me to develop this mindset right now that I can master anything. The fact that I've been in the gym since I was 15 has allowed me to develop that mindset that I can go past failing. I can do things that I never thought I could do before. 140 was a goal that I thought I could never hit in my life in benching. Now I'm thinking about benching 150 by the end of May. But I would never even think about this thing if I couldn't do the 140, which I was struggling to do 2 years ago, which shows that growth and progression exist, which means it's not about who you are now, but it's about doing the work and thinking about the person who you can become. And not even just thinking about that, but believing you can become that person and doing the work that's necessary for you to become that person. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching on right now. I'm literally just gonna end it here, go upstairs, slap my earphones in, and just enjoy the fact that I'm awake early before my whole house, so I don't have to hear anybody talking and shouting for the next like 3, 4 hours. Sit in my room and just mac out some easy tasks, because it is early, so I don't want to take on no crazy tasks. My brain is still foggy, so I think I might mess up something crazy if I try and do it now. But yeah, what I might do, I might set up the camera behind me because it will be some good B-roll. Thing is, it's pitch black outside. I don't want to turn like this light on upstairs in my room. I might just keep my red lights on and just be in a chill, calm environment with music on. But yeah, I'll catch you guys back up, either showing you some B-roll of me working or the meetings. Yeah, or the meetings. I'll show you some of the meetings as well.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And I like what you touched upon there about the speed. Speed is one of the most important things, and 75% of sales go to the person who is the fastest.
Yeah.
And what you spoke about there, yeah, it's guaranteed. So in terms of from when me and you first spoke, I remember you said to me that it is a lot managing all of it. And this isn't something that I'm going to try and we can implement right now. But I was thinking, because one thing that my company we really help clinics do is get them in more premium patients. Now, with your side of things, it's a little bit different. There's not really like a 10 grand treatment that you can just sell right now. But even, for example, going forward and having a higher price, but because your marketing is so well that you can have that higher price, have less clients, so you actually have less stress on you, but you're delivering slightly, if anything, the same amount of treatments or a little bit less, but because you're charging more, you're making more money and dealing with less people.
Yeah. But I'd like to be busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we can do is actually have a higher price and still have the same amount of people.
You think?
Yeah, of course. Especially because what I was doing before we even got on this call around, I was looking at competitors around inside of London, and you were actually from literally just from me searching around. I put myself into the mind of a consumer. You are the cheapest price that I found. Majority of people are doing around 149, 125, 200, 199. So in terms of price competition, you are winning. Now, let's say, for example, because you have those types of reviews right now. Okay, so currently you have 24 Google reviews, and is that that's not automated, is it? It's not automated. So currently, how are you getting people to leave reviews for you?
I have a card that I tap for them.
Okay.
Oh, they just do it themselves. But I have a
Hold
card
on. I've just seen what you have in your wrist. I have one as well.
Oh yeah, my kids make it. My kids make it.
I work with kids and they made me one as well. So sorry about that. But yeah, so you're okay. So you have that side of things where you offer that. But what we can do is as we were speaking about, the main reason why those people charge that price and still have those amount of clients is they are winning in the fact that they have those reviews. But you're currently getting roughly 120 people in per month, and we could say around 90% of them, if not like 99% of them, are happy clients.
Yeah.
So if we're getting 90 to 99% of happy clients, that is 110 people who could be leaving you 5-star reviews every single month. Now, what that means is all it takes is literally 1 month with our system, and suddenly you have way more reviews and you can charge a higher price because you have that proof of concept backing you.
Yeah, I just want to see him work out my expenses and go right. Can I do this? And obviously, if I've got someone automating it, I mean, if I've got so hold on, because I didn't know I was going to try. I didn't think I was going to think about changing it all. It's quite a lot to think about and take
If anything, as I said, my main thing I'm trying to hold back is the fact that I don't want, as I've spoken about, I've overloaded you with a lot of information. I think we've been on the meeting for about an hour now, and I've shown you a lot of information. So it does look like we are coming in and change a lot of things, but there wouldn't be realistically an insane change. And what we'll actually do is I'll create a roadmap for you so you can actually see exactly what things would look like and how the teeth whitening business won't be completely drastically changed. And if anything, one thing we do understand, especially with a business, you've been in it for 3 years, this is basically like your baby. We don't want to come in and completely remove everything from your hands and come and wreak havoc. We want to make this as smooth and clean for you, whilst also making you more revenue, saving you time and making life easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
that.
Okay, welcome back, guys. I don't know if I've showed you guys the meeting yet. Most likely I have. So yeah, there was supposed to be 2 meetings, but one of them didn't end up going through. Sadly, she had an emergency patient come in, so obviously she had to deal with that, meaning she didn't have the time for the meeting today. So I've just messaged her for us to reschedule. But I would say this first meeting with James was successful. In terms of, it wasn't successful to the point where he paid on this call already. He said he's gonna go back and think about it, and if anything, look at his finances and see if he can squeeze out some budget to be able to pay for our services for the time we'll be working together. But the biggest win is the fact that I've got him rebooked onto for another call for next week, Wednesday, at around the same time. And for me, that is the biggest win, because me and my business partner are fully ready to be working for free, because we are so confident in our offer that even if we give it away for free for like 1 month, that we will generate them so much revenue that they will be more than happy to be a paid client afterwards. And I think we spoke about this yesterday. It was literally an ego thing, because we had so much faith in our offer. We did not want to give it away for free at all. We never wanted to. At minimum, we wanted to have our expenses covered, but as we are a new business, we don't have any proof of concept right now. We can understand that people do not want to pay that charge up front. It is quite an expensive charge, but as I said, we are completely confident in our offer, so we don't even mind working for free, because we know any of one of our clients who we work with will get that premium service with us, to the point where they will be more than happy to be paying the full price afterwards. So yes, now that we've got him booked in for a meeting again next week, Wednesday, hopefully next week video will be closing my first client or something like that. It will be beautiful. Now I'm going to be going to the gym and go to the spa. After that basketball in I think it was either this video or last video, which was basically me 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I'm so tired. My body needs a spa day. I usually don't go on a spa day during the week, but because I'm leaving work, you get given 7 guest passes so people can come with you to the gym and the spa. You get 8 a year, and obviously I'm leaving now, so I have spare 8. So I'm just trying to rinse out as much as I can before I leave. So I'm going with my friends as frequently as I possibly can. So yeah, literally about to go there now. Waiting for one of my friends. We're gonna go there, spa, might eat. I have food at home, so I might not buy food, but just potentially, and relax, man, because I need that. And then come back home, grind out some more content. I'm spamming short films right now. I'm making a lot of short film content because I have a lot of ideas for that right now. Also, send out an email to James, basically like a follow-up email put after the call. Alongside of that, yeah, start thinking about content for for my business channel. I might link it down below. I don't really see a point, as I think I said this already, but you won't be, unless you own a dental aesthetic clinic, you might not want to watch it, but it's just content there if you just want to watch the content because you like who I am. But yeah, I've got a few things to do when I come back home. Me and my business partner also just paid for the software, meaning we have full access to it, so we can start outreaching. Rather than me using my phone number, we can, we would have a business phone number, but we can start outreaching through that phone number, so it'll be a lot better. But yeah, so far I'd say successful. I have been outreaching, I haven't got any responses back, which means there'll be no more cold calling until I do, which is quite boring. I think I need to start intertwining and reevaluating the current script that I'm using. I've changed it again today, but still no responses. I think it might be glitched, I don't know. Each time I send a message, I get like a red notification when I'm outreaching. It's supposed to be green, but the message still gets sent. So I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is for the meantime. At least we're going to be changing our approach for outreach. And yeah, I will start putting out content, so that will definitely help with outreach. We are going to create a funnel as well that will be able to help. So we have all these different streams of output and outbounding that eventually will become all of our sources of clients will be inbounding. People seeing the content I'm putting out and make life 15 to 100 times easier. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what else I'll show inside of today's video. Potentially, I might show myself when I come back and I can talk more. Maybe something's happened. I might show myself at the gym and at the spa. Maybe might not. I don't know. I don't really feel like recording. I just want to relax right now and actually take some time to de-wind and let my body just de-stress. But yeah, so far, thank you for watching on, and you will see what's happening next. So I was going to end the video there, guys, but I realized that the following day, which was going to be the Friday, was going to be quite a jam-packed day. I'll speak about this further onto the video because I'm actually recording this after editing the video. So I actually already scheduled the video and I realized I never voice over this part, so I came back now to come and voice over it. But yeah, I also wanted to use this time to just ask you guys a few questions. Firstly, do you guys want to see fitness content on this side of the channel? For example, as I'm showing now, what I could have done is taught you guys how to do a handstand or how to do a muscle up, for example, and shown different parts of my workout, me dieting, all these sorts of things. Because I used to post this type of content on my personal development channel way back before I even started personal development style of content, the way that I'm posting now. It was more of just a fitness channel. So if you guys do want to see these things engraved into the content, maybe I put a Q&A one day on, or I put on my Instagram and I reply to the comments onto this video, or for example like that, or I show like, okay, this is my workout for today, this is me hitting X amount of reps, X amount of sets, and this is why I do this workout this way. If you want to see that, comment it down below. Additionally, I can use this time to talk about an appointment setter. So me and my business partner are looking for an appointment setter. So what I would do is I will leave a job application down below. It will either be a Google form. We haven't created the form yet, but we do have a specific job post that we are going to be posting around. So if you read it and you believe you fit the criteria, you can message me on my Instagram. It should also be down on the link below. Other than that, yeah, just to get you guys up to speed in terms of things for my life right now. As I said, this is well after the video, so it is the 27th of April for me. In the video right now, it's the 25th of April. And firstly, let's take a look at that. That's insane. Okay, that's insane. You know what it is? I never knew I could do that, but now for some reason I feel like my core strength has just gotten a lot better out of nowhere. Maybe it's because I've gotten lighter from losing weight when I had my belly bug, but yeah, hopefully the strength stays there for the long time. But yeah, to get you guys caught up. Yeah, in terms of life, things are going well, man. Outside of the fact that I've injured my leg from playing basketball on that Monday, and I think I showed it inside the last video. And then from then, for some reason, somehow, some way, it's just gotten a lot worse. I think I've messed up my Achilles or something like that. I bought some next foot brace to wrap around my foot. So yeah, when it comes to the fitness content, you probably won't be seeing much until my leg heals, because I'll probably be taking things light in the gym, and if I do that, I won't really want to record. But other than that, yeah, things are going well, business is going well. As I said, we've changed our outreach and approach. I just can't wait to start creating some more focused content towards clinic flow. Additionally, we have actually, well, my business partner was sitting prompting ChatGPT for about 5 to 6 hours. So we've changed the way that we will be doing certain things with our outreach and our sales process of the business. But I'm super excited to show you guys these things inside of the next video and into the content. So just keep watching on and enjoy. Yeah. 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 Hello to you too. I just wanna say hello, man. You're black. You're just like me. Wow. I just want coffee. I just want coffee. You okay? You okay?
I'll see you in 10 minutes.
I'm just here for coffee. That's what I'm here for. Oh, you remind me just like my cat. You look just like her.
Oh, am I coming straight to you? Or Mum said I'm going to your house.
See this. I think she wants to come back inside.
Tell her to be quiet. It's my little sister, by the way, for the vlog.
I think that'll be worse now.
That boy. Let's get loaded. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Beauty. That is a beauty. What type of cup is that?
Is
there inside on the inside?
Yeah. Got that jewel.
Telling you, man, I'm in some. Where am I? This is the Beverly Hills to me, man.
Jewel cup going on.
Beat gonna go hard.
Take about 30 seconds to be fair. That's where the magic happens.
Bellissimo. 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 Many thanks. Many thanks, good sir. Many thanks.
Okay, guys, I'm back at home now, and yeah, as I said before, I was going to end the video after the meeting yesterday, but I said I knew today was going to be quite a fun day. The days when I don't have work are usually my best days of the week because I have the majority of the time and a majority of the excitement for the whole entire time for when I'm at work to come and do things on these days when I'm not at work. So, for example, I showed today, I woke up around like 7, I don't think I showed all of it, but I woke up at 7:30. Went to the gym with my friend by like 9:30. Then after that, we went to the spa. I'm pretty sure I showed you the gym, but I didn't show you the spa. We got food to eat. Went to the spa. Went back to his house with his dog, and you probably saw the dog barking at me. And then he made me a coffee. We sat there, spoke for a bit, drank the coffee, and then came back home. And it's now roughly around 3 p.m. So that was around like 2 hours ago. I showered, got changed, and I've been outreaching since. If you are somebody who wants to try and outreach right now and you're busy, you don't know how to, I highly recommend getting the Reach app. It's a simple. It costs around like £6.99, and you scrape the numbers for whatever niche you're within. Let's say, for example, you're in the construction niche, or you somehow, for some reason, want to compete with us, and you're in the dental and aesthetic niche. You will scrape their numbers. You put their numbers onto a doc. You'll save it as a CVS, no CSV. You'll download it onto Reach, and then you can just start outreaching like that. I'm recording right now. I'm outreaching to about 100 people. Additionally, me and my business partner are paid for Go High Level, so we are currently outreaching to roughly 100 people a day. So even if anything, I was going to end the video here, but I've actually gotten some good responses, and he got, well, it's on my side, so I'm the one responding to it, but he's the one that's actually automated it. From the response on Go High Level, I think I've got one person who actually wants a call, so that's going to be at 8 p.m. So it's currently 3 p.m. My plan for today, I've actually got a lot to do, which I'm very excited about. I've already done my Bible study, gratitude list, SMS, well, 75 people plus. I'm doing, technically it's 200 people for the day, which is an amazing thing. Go gym, go spa, coffee, and then now for the rest of the day, I've got to do is create short form, sort out my camera roll. The thing about me is I have little mundane tasks, but for me, how do I explain it? It's like I can't function in my day if I don't clean my kitchen first thing in the morning. I can't function in my day if I don't do my gratitude list. There's small things that I have to do just because if I don't get them done, it's like it's gonna be playing on my mind. And for one thing is camera roll. My camera roll is stacked up with so many content ideas and ways that I can just learn things. For example, let's say I watch a valuable video. I don't like watching videos and not taking away something from it, especially if it's not like entertainment based. If it's like, I don't know, like a Charlie Morgan business video or I don't know, like somebody else within a niche, a video that they've made, and they have like a slideshow or whiteboard that they're showing something. I usually screenshot it for me to learn and study it later on. And I don't like to have it screenshotted there and left there and me not do anything with it. So I have to come back to it and extract it and put on my own notes. So sorting out my camera roll in terms of those things where I go through all those things that I have screenshotted and sort them out. If it's short form content ideas, I turn it into short form. If it's like a sales pitch or something like that, I'll screenshot it and put it into my notes so I can actually go back and study over it. Record B-roll, which I basically done in terms of going to the gym. Record a main channel video, so I need to record one of my videos for my personal development channel, and also touch upon learning. I believe a lot of young people have this misconception about learning. Now, I understand why you won't want to go to school or you won't want to go to university because you've heard it everywhere. Everyone says you don't need to get a degree, you don't need to go through school and college to become a millionaire. Facts. However, you need to be a learner. If you stop learning or you think that learning is not needed, or you, for example, can't even dedicate some time for you to learn something, you will never accumulate wealth. You just won't. I've actually left school and learned more than I've ever learned before when I was in school. It's not saying that school didn't teach me. I wasn't taught in school. It's that now the things I'm learning are actually valuable. But I still have to learn. I'm actually been studying a lot more from leaving school than I was in school. So you can't say you hate studying. You can't say you hate learning. It's the fact that you just don't want to learn the things that you're currently learning. Now, that makes sense. Sure, you don't want to be learning and studying in school, but don't write off learning. You have to have the skill of also learning, being a student. You have to be a student. Because if you aren't, once again, you will definitely struggle to accumulate wealth. Update my planner, which I have on my Notion. Plan content, all streams. So for the business account, well, for this one, it's already just getting done. And then for my main channel, go on my notes and actually go through and show schedule some and plan some content, because what I do is I have the notes app. I go through so many ideas. I'm thankful to God. There's a point in time in my life when literally the smallest thing would create a video title for me. So I just go through and then literally plan a whole entire video from that single title. So that's what I do for that channel. And then go live on TikTok around 5 to 6 p.m. For me, I say 5 p.m., but people are usually at work or at school or something like that, or they're coming back. So I might just start going live a little bit later because I do have this phone call with this person at 8 p.m. So what I will do is probably go live around like 6:30 or around 6, so I can get off around 7 to 7:30 and just go straight into the phone call, then record that, and then obviously upload it to this video. Record a VSL. So for our business funnel, we're gonna have a video which I'll create and then we put onto a funnel, because one of the best things you can possibly do for business is have a funnel. If you only have a website, I was literally watching what's his name, Miles Gold, I think it's Miles Golden or Miles Goldman or something like that. He created, yeah, I think it's Miles Goldman, but he created a video, or like I think it was an ad. I think somebody else asked him to create the ad for their business, but what he said is a website is like a brochure. If you have a website, that's where you'll show all the information about yourself. But nobody cares about who you are. They care about how they can be helped, or the problem that they have, how will it be solved? And that's what a funnel's for. A funnel will be like, okay, you come in for this lead magnet, or you come in for this problem which you have, we show you how we can solve it, and then you go through all of this, and then from the top, you have the most people at the top, and it comes all the way down until you have qualified leads who you're working with. A website is just going to send all these people to left, right, and center, and you will lose them. But a funnel will convert these people down into actual leads and clients. So that's what we need to create. It's so easy because once you get it done one time, it's just an asset there. So when I respond to people or I'm outreach to people, and somebody might say to me, oh, no, thank you, or they might say, I'm not sure, I can be like, okay, that's perfectly fine. I can understand why you're skeptical. It's a random number messaging you out of nowhere, promising you a system that can actually change your whole entire clinic. Okay, here is actual video, or here is our website that you can look at, so you can see we are real people. We'll put our testimonies on there, all these other things, and after that, bang, now they suddenly are more interested. Or if anything, there's more proof to actually working with us rather than just a random SMS who just promised them some crap out of nowhere. So yeah, that's the plan for the rest of the day. Get some content done, get those things done, and then show the call later. Alongside of that, that actually made me want to swap into what I was talking about. Well, I was actually talking to myself about it, and I saw a video about this on TikTok, and I think I have to teach you guys, or at least say this to you guys. And if you're somebody younger and you're watching my channel right now, I think the smartest thing you can possibly do for yourself right now is acquire more skills. So it's funny because it all links together. Let me even take some more water. So this morning, me and my dad were in the kitchen, and I can't even remember what happened. I think he just saw me cooking, or he saw me out with my friend, or he was like to me, he said something to me. And then after that, I said something to him. They led him to say to me, you're such a middle class boy. And I was thinking, what does that even? No, he didn't say middle class boy. He said, but you're in the middle class, something like that. And I was like, wow, I actually am in the middle class. To give some backstory, I never grew up middle class ever until around this time of around, I'll say, so I'm 21 now. I'll say about 6 years ago, I would say we hit that switch to go from lower class into middle class. I'll say now we're quite upper middle class. And I think that one of the main reasons, or one of the main ways that I've actually capitalized on this, to the point where, as you can see my videos, my life isn't horrible right now. If anything, somebody with my life would be quite complacent, truthfully said. Because if they didn't go through at least the hardship that I went through, like that switch from lower class to middle class, of, frankly, my family work hard. I myself, I work hard. We just work hard to achieve the things that we have. Without us working hard, let's say I was just born into a middle class lifestyle, I would be quite a complacent person. I'll just be like, there's no reason for me to strive for more because there's no lack. I didn't have a lack. I literally made a video about this on TikTok. Somebody said that, well, I asked a question on a post, and it was saying, money aside, what is holding you back from achieving your goals? And the person said motivation. And I said, realistically, if you want to be motivated, or you need some form of motivation, use the fact that you are in a lack right now from your desired goal to be the thing that strengthens you and gives you the energy to get that initial push forward and that initial energy for you to strive to do the work, to do the thing that can make you achieve this desired result. And that is basically what it is for my life. But if I didn't have that lack, I wouldn't have the much desire for achieving certain things as I have now. And swing back into learning skills and making that your number one priority. The video that I saw was a person, to be fair, I didn't watch the whole video. I just remember him saying, if you're young, focus on acquiring skills. And I swiped off because I understood that, but I was like, yeah, I 100% agree with that. And the way that I've capitalized on being in the middle class, if anything, is the fact that my social skills are quite well, to the point where I have a lot of friends, to the point where I feel like it's such a blessing and favor from God, the fact that I don't need to drive right now. Realistically, somebody else may need to drive if they would live in my life.
but I don't need to drive right now because I have so many friends, and it sounds quite douchey to say this, but I have so many friends that my friends help me so much. If I'm walking home and my friends see that, they'll want to drop me home. If I'm doing something, my friends will just want to do something for me or just help me. And having those social skills to the point where I've built such friendships with people that I have my business partner is one of my friends from school, my close friends, we are quite close. And I think one of the other benefits is that anybody who I am friends with, I don't need to be messaging them consistently every single day. Just the presence that we can have with each other, the fact I can see them here and there, and we can keep such a friendship with each other to the point where I can do favors for you and you can do favors for me, it's just a blessing in itself. But I think so many people lack that because they don't actually focus on these skills, especially younger people. And I think it's gone to that stage in life now that the younger generation didn't have it as good as we did. And the main reason why I say this is that the younger people the young people now aren't socialized as much as we did. And me and my friend, when we were coming back and going to get coffee at his house, we were just like, the kids nowadays, all they do is go on their iPads, they stay indoors. Like the way that me and him are so close was when we was in primary school, we'd go to the park near our house and just stay there for the whole entire day. And that's how I met him, his brothers, his sisters, the whole entire family. And I met so many people just like that. But so many kids nowadays, they don't do that. They're not out there socializing. They're all online. They're gaming. They may game with one person, or they may just game by themselves, or they just stay indoors and watch TV, watch Netflix, watch TikTok scroll, and it causes their social skills to be absolutely destroyed. But one of the most important skills that you need nowadays is social skills. Like I was speaking to the guy who I had a meeting with in the last video, and one thing he said, and I've heard somebody else say this, and I genuinely believe the truth. People don't purchase from people anymore. They purchase from brands anymore. They purchase from people. In terms of people will now be the new brand. Like, for example, like Alex Hormozi's business, acquisition.com, and Charlie Morgan's coaching business. I don't know the name of it, but his business, or Sam Ovens' school. All these businesses which are now doing insanely well is because we see the person who owns it and you want to invest into that business or get something from that business because you trust the person who is running it. Back in the day, it used to be like, okay, this is the business, this is who they are, we want to go straight for this business. But nowadays, it's the person with the strongest personal brand and we want to invest into this business. Like, for example, Iman Ghazi, you can say what you want to say about the guy, but because our strongest personal brand is, every single business that he starts, people just want to get involved in it. I'm pretty sure he has his glasses business. He has I think he has a coaching business. He's now a co-owner of Whoop. He bought a stock inside of there. But he has all these other avenues of businesses that whatever business he starts, because how strong his personal brand is, people want to get involved into it. Now, if you have horrible social skills, you can't build a personal brand. You're gonna struggle because one, you won't be confident to talk to the camera. Two, when people start meeting you or contacting you, because even for example today, somebody contacted me out of nowhere saying, they saw me come up on their feed for YouTube and they started messaging me. But me building up that parasocial relationship with this person, if I didn't, then maybe they would unsubscribe or I wouldn't be able to broaden or strengthen the relationship that I have with this person. I don't know who they are, but able to strengthen our relationship. Now, if you have no social skills, you will struggle to do that. Now, let's take this into the business world. What if there's somebody who you need to do a deal with, but for some reason you struggle to talk to people? You will struggle to close that deal. So rather than focusing on just, okay, what is the best business model? What is the best and the fastest way for me to make money? One of the best things you can possibly do is broaden your social skills. Go out there and socialize. Try and socialize with people because when you get these skills, or at least you have this skill at the forefront of the majority of the other skills, it will go so far for you. For example, the fact that I'm getting into sales for my business right now, it's only because I was a social person. I would still say I'm quite introverted. I like to be by myself and do things by myself. But just being able to be a social person when I need to is more than enough for me to strengthen our business and push our business forward. The fact that I was able to go through and actually meet a potential client in person, because I'm so confident to the point that if I see somebody or I speak to them once, it's done from there. My personality will be able to just make us strengthen each other and build a relationship together to the point where we could work together. And that's what you need. You need to be able to have a social presence. Now, if you don't have that, you are going to struggle, especially in any form of avenue in this world. And if you are young, focus on acquiring some skills. And what you'll see for myself within this channel, I care about making money, but I don't think it's the forefront of my mind. I think the biggest forefront of my mind is actually just having multiple skills. And you will hear that from the goals which I gave to you in, I can't remember which video it was, but one of the videos I spoke about which my goals are. And in my wall right now, I have multiple goals, different types of avenue of goals. And financially, there is a goal there, but there's multiple goals on there. And for example, like I said, I want to be learning how to play the saxophone. I also want to be able to speak multiple languages. I also want to be able to do my calisthenic stuff and different avenues inside the gym. I also want to be athletic. There's so many other skills that I want to acquire alongside of emotional intelligence, being well articulated,
so many other forms. But that's my goal. My goal isn't just sitting there with 100 million and doing nothing with it. It's more, I have enough money to be able to have enough time to be able to acquire so many skills to just be cool and live a fun life. Basically that. Imagine I'm able to speak Italian, French, English, Spanish, and other languages, and also be able to go anywhere and play the saxophone whilst also being a semi-grandmaster. Okay, not a semi-grand, maybe like a international master, if you don't know these things in terms of chess. Let's say a very well playing chess player, also being able to fight, all these sorts of things, and also have the money in the bank to back it up. That's the goal. That's at least my goal, which is why I've put the term on my Instagram, a polymath. I want to be able to be a master of multiple disciplines. Now that comes from acquiring multiple skills. So to loop back into the main cause of this section of the video, acquire skills, focus on skills. Don't just focus on business model, jumping from business model to business model to business model, trying to make a certain amount of money. I think the one skill that I've been honing in and actually strengthening throughout my life without even realizing it is my social skills. To the point where I'm basically built for sales right now. I can sell. And just even honing and making the skill better, that comes with practice. But focusing on the skill itself, bang. And then you come into this avenue where you're actually exposed to have to actually improve yourself. It's a foregone conclusion. So focus on building skills. It doesn't matter what skill it is, just build skills. And be the person that money chases. Don't just be chasing after money. Because money will start coming to you if you're the person who's valuable enough for money to be chasing afterwards. Now, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've got to mention inside this section. Probably not, you know. Yeah, probably not. If anything, I'll catch you back up with you guys. Make sure that you go out there and learn these skills. I'm going to sit here and do some work, create some content. Probably, I might set up the camera and do some B-roll. The thing is, I prefer just sitting there with my phone in my hand or going through my phone on the side rather than just having the camera behind me. But I think it might do well. I won't record everything. I'll record some bits, maybe have the mic still on and then speak to the camera. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. You can even hear my voice is dry. Like I'm dry right now. Dehydrated, that's the term. From everything today, I just want to lock in, get some work done, go live, call that person later on, hopefully land a meeting with them, and catch you guys back up for, yeah, I'll catch you guys back after that phone call. I'll end the video there and then get ready for next week's video.
Okay, guys, I'm back now after recording. I've done a few things. I created some short form. I sorted out my camera roll a bit. I recorded the main channel video, had some B-roll. I went live as well. So you can see I'm quite drained out. All the energy's gone from doing all of that. So I'm literally just going to call this person, see if I can put them onto a meeting. If not, things, so be it. We've upped our, as I said before, we've upped our outreaching method. So now I'm outreaching as well, 100 people a day, and we are outreaching around, well, it grows per day. So right now it's 100 people. I think for Monday it'll be 250. So we believe in like 2 weeks we're able to outreach to 3,000 people a day. That's going to get expensive, but once again, we are more than happy to make the payments. Hopefully it won't cost like $5,000 because we won't be able to pay that. But if it's like £500 for the day, we can split it 250 each. And if we are able to land even one client from it, then it's completely worth it. So yeah, and even I can start the content by the time that we leave. So when we're outreaching to these people, if we have more proof of concept to be able to actually close them, it's just even better. As you can see, as I said before, can't be bothered. I've even got changed out of the turtleneck, put my hoodie on. Literally after this, I'm going to end this video here, edit it, get that scheduled, and I might just even go to bed early because I'm going to wake up early again tomorrow and just start another day, man. You know when you've been doing things for so long, you just run out of energy. That's where I am today right now, man. But let's just get through this. Let me turn off my speaker. There we go. Hello, is this Sophie?
Yes.
Lovely to meet you, it's Diani. I spoke to you earlier and you told me to call around 8 p.m.
Yes. I just don't understand how you know me.
Pardon?
How you get to my, how you know me?
How did I get your number?
Yeah.
So I was looking online at skin clinics within London and your business came up. So I found your number and I shot you that message.
Okay.
Yeah. So how are things going for you currently?
Actually, because my business is quite small,
Mm-hmm.
so so I just because I just I'm a doctor just to see the patient,
Yeah.
but I don't really want too much patient. But every day I think 10 is enough because I'm very careful and see the patient very carefully and always treat them very well. But over 9% people after 2 treatments, they are getting very, very, much better. So it's very efficient.
Okay. How long have you been in the business for?
I've been doctor for 40 years.
14 years. And
No,
how 40 years?
40. Yeah.
Wow. How long have you owned your clinic for?
And then
Your clinic, the clinic that you deliver treatments at. How long have you been owned that for?
recently I started my own business.
Mm-hmm. And is it only you doing everything?
Yes.
Okay, so you are the one that calls the people, follows up with the people, all of that stuff.
Usually just the patient introduce patient.
Okay, so it's like by word of mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's by word of mouth the main way that you get patients in.
Just to treat a friend and friend introduce friend.
Okay. And is that all fully automated or is that something that you have to manually manage?
Yeah, authorized. I authorized. I register as a doctor. My passport as a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. License.
And you're currently based in London?
Before I was in London, but now I'm not in London anymore.
You're not in London anymore?
No, I'm not in London anymore.
Okay.
I come to Birmingham because Birmingham, I can treat people at home. Otherwise, in London, it's just no space and very expensive. Cannot afford.
Okay. So would you want to have more patients or are you happy with how many patients you have now?
I just, I think I'm okay now. My business is all right now. I don't really like to strange people come because I work at home.
Oh, you work at home?
Yeah, I work at home.
Okay.
Not in a clinic or so. Yeah, before I was working the big street, very very busy.
Yeah.
I work for someone else, not for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too busy dental life.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yes, so I just come here and there more space in one house.
Mm-hmm.
So there is one room for treatment. Yeah, for the treatment in the one room.
Okay.
So much better. I feel that so good.
Yeah. Okay, Sophie, well thank you. Thank you for the phone call. I hope all things go well with you and your business currently.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Enjoy your evening.
Okay.
Bye bye. Okay. Instantly, from hearing her voice, I knew, once again, as I said in last call, it was not going to work. However, for experience purposes, I just want to also record the questions that I ask because I want to find out whether those are actually quite good questions to ask when I'm just not even thinking. Additionally, like I know our offer. We are more steered towards people who have a clinic and want to go to that next level. Like they have to be very, very business minded and a strong entrepreneur. Like they want to be able to take on these additional clients which will be coming in through the door, these additional leads, and be ready to deliver a substantial more amount of treatments alongside of making more money. Now, not every single person has that mindset, and that's all. That's fine. But I know there are people out there. It's just about us finding those people. And I think once I start creating the content, that would definitely help a lot more, because if people are watching the content, they most likely want our services, rather than just cold calling people randomly. Like, for example, she wasn't qualified. If I was to know prior to calling her that she's functioning outside of her house, because the business name that we have for her was like some London something something, which is why I asked her, are you based in London? But she said, no, I'm in Birmingham operating from my house. We can't really, well, we can help that, but that's not really what we want to aim for. Rather have somebody who's owns a clinic and is currently struggling to manage that clinic because they don't have enough people, enough clientele coming through the door. So, yeah, as you can see from that, that was the cold calling for this part. I am knackered, so I'm going to end the video here. I thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. There's not really much I can say other than that. Thank you guys, yeah. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of your evening or your day or whatever time it is that you're watching this. And I will see you guys inside of the next video next week, Saturday.